Hello all, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss about biodiversity, types of biodiversity and the function of biodiversity. Biodiversity is nothing but the biological diversity and it is the most complex and essential feature of our planet. It is described as the richness and diversity of a life on earth. As the display image is there, different type of life forms are there in our earth. Variability in between plants, animals and microorganism species. Life cannot sustain without biodiversity. The diversity typically include all terrestrial, marine and many other ecological systems and ecosystems. The term biodiversity was initially introduced in 1985. Biodiversity refers to the variation among living organisms from distinct sources including terrestrial, marine and desert ecosystems and their ecological complexes. In the other word, biodiversity can be defined as the total number of species of various animals, plants, fungi and microbes living on earth or different habitat. Different ecological composition and different habitat. The group of the type of microorganisms or leaves are considered as biodiversity. The richness of different types of plants and animal on planet. What are the types of biodiversity? There are three major types of biodiversity, that is species diversity, genetic diversity, ecological diversity. So let's discuss one by one. First, species diversity. Species diversity refer to the variety of different type of species found in a particular area. It is the biodiversity at the most basic level. In a basic level, suppose in a forest ecosystem, there are different types of species in a forest. Here is an example: diversity of a species, variety of a species in a given area. What are different species? For example, lion, vulture, frog, tiger, elephant, and the species of elephant, the species of different animals. There are vast diversity from small herbivorous to large carnivorous. It includes all the species ranging from plant to different microorganism also. Additionally, two different individuals from the same species group are also not exactly similar, but they have the diversity. For example, two other human beings are not the same. Some areas have more species than others. Area with more species diversity are generally referred as hotspot diversity. The area where more species diversity are found are termed as or called as hotspots of diversity. The more species found within the area or more biodiverse the area is called biodiverse ecosystem. The area where diversity is more called biodiverse ecosystem. So here is the example of a species diversity. in a specific forest, in a single forest, varies in different species in different area. From the wall of forest or the beginning of forest to the core area of a forest. According to the area, there are different types of different variety of different species of forest animals, birds or microbes. So these are the species diversity. Next, genetic diversity. It is referred to difference between the genetic resource of an organism. Each individual of a particular species differ from the other in its genetic constitution. For example, human being. In case of a human being, in your surrounding, you may found some have considered to the phenotypic appearance. Some are fair, more fair, some are less fair, some are darker. Even in height, some are tall, some are short. In case of a hairstyle, some are straight hair, some are curly hair, etc. So this is the genus is same, human, Homo sapien, but species genetic in case of their genetic makeup, each individual is different from another. So when each individual of a particular species differ from another on its genetic constitution, it is known as genetic diversity. That is the way. Here is the example. 3 different types of frog species are there. Similarly, the species of rice, wheat, maize, barley, etc. have different varieties. Each member of any animal or plant species differ widely from other individuals in its genetic makeup because many combinations of genes are responsible for that, and it gives a specific characteristic to each individual. Each individual have different genetic makeup. There are different gene in different individual. That's why they are genetically differ, and the genetic makeup is expressed in their phenotypic expression. So these are the genetic diversity. And genetic diversity is essential for healthy reproduction of a species. Next is ecological diversity. An ecosystem is a collection of living and non-living organisms and their interaction with each other. Ecological biodiversity refers to the variation in the plant and animal species living together and connected by food chain and food web. Suppose in a forest ecosystem, in a grassland ecosystem, primary producer is the autotrophs, that is the green plants, and all other organisms indirectly or directly depend upon the producer. Suppose grassland ecosystem, grasshoppers are there and feed upon grass. Grasshopper are eaten by frog and frog is eaten by snake and snake is eaten by hawk or vulture. So these are the food web. In ecological system, in ecosystem, the living organism, it may be plant or animal, are live together and connected by food chain and food web. It is the diversity observed among the different ecosystem in a particular region. Grassland ecosystem, pond ecosystem, desert ecosystem, there are the different diversity. Diversity in different ecosystem like desert, rainforest, mangrove, etc. include ecological diversity. So here is the example of pond ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem. Here is the example. Ecological diversity has three major components. The diversity of different species in a landscape is typically measured in three distinct scales. That is alpha diversity, beta diversity and gamma diversity. In alpha diversity, it is the typical ecological diversity found within specific region or community or ecosystem. A particular ecosystem where the diversity is seen and is referred as alpha diversity. More specifically, alpha diversity refers to the species diversity within a community at a local scale or a small scale, more often the size of one ecosystem. Here is the example. A single ecosystem, three types of fruits are there. Lower, if we consider the production of an apple, a small ecological system or a small community, 4 apples are there, 1 tomato and 1 pears are there. Low richness, again another low richness. If we consider a large ecosystem, the diversity or the species are differ or the number of species are increased. Apples are there, grapes are there, tomato there, strawberry, banana, etc. are present. So, richness is high, 7 types of fruits are there. Generally, alpha diversity represented by total number of different species in a particular region. Here is the high richness for 6 or 7 different species are there. As our aim is 7 different fruits are there. So, alpha diversity is the total number of different species on a particular area or region. Next is beta diversity. In the simple word, it is measure of a species diversity between two separate entities at a large scale, usually separated by a specific geographical barrier such as a mountain ridge or the river. Two different environmental condition or ecological condition. What are the species richness? Suppose site A, site B. The green plants are 3, green fish are 3, whatever you may consider. Red are 2 and black are 3. Another geographical area, it is another ecosystem and differ from the climatic condition and ecological condition. Both are share two different geographical condition. In case of A, condition A, these are the 3 different types, and in the condition B, as compared to condition A, green are 2, blue are 6 and red are absent, black are absent. So, these are the beta diversity. It is the rate of a change in species composition across habitat or among community. If we take example of 2 different geographical area, we compare, we found the changes of a species. As here site A, 6 green are there, and in site C or B, 2 green, here also 2 green. So, species richness is changed. Somehow, some cases, some species are rich, and as compared to site A, site C and site B show less amount of species diversity of green color. So, this is the rate of changes of a species across the habitat or among the communities. Next is gamma diversity. Gamma diversity typically refers to all species richness over a region or a vast scale. Total landscape AB or CD. Both the diversity are termed as gamma diversity. It is measure of the complete diversity for various distinct ecosystem within a region. In landscape A, again two landscape are there, A and B. Each have a specific population, specific area, and also CD have two different area, and the total species richness, species diversity considered as gamma diversity. Last is the importance of biodiversity. It protects the freshwater resources, promotes soil formation and protection, provide nutrition, storage and recycling, help in breakdown of pollutants, contribute to climate stability, speed recovery from natural disaster, provide more food resources, provide more medicinal resources and pharmaceutical drugs, etc. These are the importance of biodiversity. So if you have any query, please comment in the comment box. Thank you.